I'd like to ask you a very simple question. Why is it that some entrepreneurs achieve their goals while others never hit their target? Do you believe it's due to a bad product or a service? Or do you believe that the economy is the reason why 50% of businesses fail during their first year? Well, I believe it's a lack of discipline. Discipline is one of those porcupine words. You know it belongs, but you just don't want to pick it up. So what is it about discipline that makes you want to bristle? The answer is simple. It's sacrifice. What would you be willing to sacrifice for entrepreneurial success? Well, if you were with me on a sales call early in my career, you have witnessed a career-changing conversation between my sales associate and our prospect. My associate held the title of Chartered Life Underwriter, the highest professional designation available in the life insurance profession. While on the sales call, the client insisted on only speaking with my associate because of his credentials. It was at that point I knew I needed to continue my education if I intended to advance in my career. So I registered at the American College and started taking the necessary courses to obtain this professional designation. At the time, my wife and I had just given birth to our first child. So as you can imagine, my days were filled with many obligations. I studied whenever I could. When the results of the test arrived, I was excited and I was confident. I opened the results only to find I had failed the courses. At first I was deflated, but then I made a determined choice to retake the exams. I knew that in order to pass, I needed to make a sacrifice of time. I began waking up 2 hours earlier each day and staying up after my wife and baby had went to sleep. I studied on my lunch hours, listened to educational tapes during my commute, and I dedicated most of my free time to this one goal while still maintaining my responsibilities as a father, husband, and an employee. When the results of the test came in, the sacrifice of my time brought me success. It was during this early stage in my career I learned that success could only be attained if I was willing to exercise discipline by making sacrifices. The popular motivational speaker Jim Rohn once said, "Discipline is the bridge between accomplishment and goals." It took failure for me to realize that I had to develop a disciplined lifestyle in order to be successful. So what does all this add up to? Successful entrepreneurs are willing to do things they don't want to do on a consistent basis. They understand in order to succeed, they must live a disciplined life. Plainly put, you can't have success without discipline.